at Freeman Field here for Game 1 of the Liberty League 2022 baseball tournament. Noah Schwartz alongside my broadcast partner, Dean Gutic, here for today's first game of the day between RIT and Rochester. Top of the first went by very smoothly. We apologize for any technical difficulties. 1-2-3 inning for Rochester, and on now to pitch for RIT to start the bottom of the first is John Arnold. He wears number 32, a right-handed pitcher for RIT. Dean, how are you doing? Are you excited for this first game?
I'm really excited, Noah. Thank you very much. We're here at Freeman Field. This is Game 1 of the Liberty League Championships. Rochester, a quick 1-2-3 inning. And let's not mention Rochester first in the Liberty League with a 4.08 ERA, alongside their second in Liberty League with a 96.3 fielding percentage, 29 double plays on the year, as Rochester displaying their great fielding on the season right there to get a quick inning and 3 quick outs.
So on the year for John Arnold, sophomore, 3.29 ERA. He had 9 appearances this year. 7 of those were starts. Pitched 52 innings, had 41 strikeouts, and hitters just hit .245 against him. He was third in the conference in earned run average. So we now have a meeting at the mound before we get this bottom of the first commenced. And coming up to start the bottom of the first inning for Rochester is Aaron Whitley, number 15, the best player on this Rochester team. He's a right-handed hitter and one of the very best players in all the Liberty League. He was the Liberty League Player of the Year last year, and a sophomore, one of the best players that we have in the conference.
Aaron Whitley, 2021 second-team All-American, first-team All-Region Liberty League Player of the Year. He hit .475, 7-11 and 20 in the 21 Liberty League tournament. He's 7th in OPS, 3rd in runs, and 1st in stolen bases with 21 on the season. So someone to look out for Rochester's Aaron Whitley.
That first pitch from Arnold was a strike on a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1, and it's a breaking ball. And that's just away. Count evens now at 1-1. So it's playoff time, Dean. The stakes are now higher than they've ever been. And just remember, this is a double elimination tournament, I should say, as we have a ground ball up the middle. And Whitley's going to get a base hit. He's going to round first.
Rochester, they got a leadoff hit by Whitley, but RIT able to clean up.
This is the Ithaca Athletics Stream. Stay with us here in the Liberty League tournament. And welcome back into the Ithaca Athletics Stream. Noah Schwartz alongside Dean Gutic as we start the second inning. 0-0 game here in Game 1 of the Liberty League tournament, this double elimination tournament. And all the stakes here on the line. Game 1 today between Rochester and RIT, followed by Ithaca and Skidmore later today from Freeman Field in Game 2. Nolan Sparks, the right-hander, back on for his second inning of work. And Chris Riley's going to lead off the top of the second inning. And Riley hits it to third. It's picked by Capoletti, and he makes the play. Nice play by Capoletti. Charged in front of the shortstop and was able to throw out Riley.
Looked like a tricky bounce there a little bit, as it maybe could have squeaked through that left side, but Capoletti able to throw the man out at first base. There's a beautiful play right there.
And here comes Adam Marsh. He's the DH today, hitting 5th. And the first delivery is a swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 0-1 the count. Marsh this year hit .353 with an OPS of .869. And that's a ball, so 1-1 the count. Marsh, a right-handed hitter. And the 1-1 swung at and missed again, so it's now 1-2. Blew a fastball by him. So now Sparks ahead in the count on this opening hitter of the second inning. And the 1-2 is swung on and fouled away up near us. That landed about maybe 20 feet from you, Dean. And our great sports director, Matt Saucer, is going to go retrieve the foul ball.
I was going to go after that ball, but unfortunately didn't have enough velocity or direction to get here.
And that's hit out to right center, and that's caught by Leadham. So Leadham retires Marsh there, and now there are 2 out here in the top of the second.
This will be an interesting game. Let's see if either team breaks the ice first, as both teams doing really well with pitching so far and also fielding. It'll be key to see which offense gets going first.
Here comes the right-handed hitter, Nick Stagnita. He plays right field, and that's first pitch swing, hits it out to shortstop. And that's the play made by Josh. And that'll end the top of the second. So a quick top of the second inning. 2 very strong innings to start this game for Nolan Sparks. And it's 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning here at Freeman Field. Leading off the bottom of the second for RIT is going to be Harper Tsai. Tsai hails from the Philippines and has had a lot of success in the Liberty League tournament previously. Last year for Rochester, when they won this tournament, he had 4 RBIs in the Liberty League title game. This year he's had a terrific season. He's 10th in the Liberty League in batting average, 10th in home run, or 9th in home runs, and 10th in RBIs. So a tremendous offensive season for the first baseman, Harper Tsai. He wears number 10 as we see final warm-up pitch head down. Dean, a very dangerous hitter coming up to start the second inning.
Harper Tsai from the Philippines, 4 RBIs in the 21 Liberty League title game. He's 10th in the Liberty League in batting average, 10th in RBIs, 9th in home runs. So a dangerous batter coming up here for the Rochester Yellow Jackets to begin the bottom of the second inning.
Tsai, right-handed hitter, steps in. Arnold on now for his second inning of work, the right-handed sophomore. And the first offering is inside, and it hits Tsai. Got him near the elbow area. Didn't seem to be very shaken up by that pitch at all, so he'll run down to first. And now coming up for the Yellow Jackets is Luke Piontek. He's number 22, and he is the DH today. Piontek on the year hitting .363 with an OPS just over 1,000. No home runs and 15 RBIs. And the first pitch is a called strike on a fastball from Arnold. Tsai taking a solid lead, dancing off first. Delivery from Arnold is hit out to right, and underneath it is Stagnita, and he's going to make the catch easily as he drifts back. So that's the first out here of the second inning.
No, I'm really curious to know how RIT will respond after that hit by pitch. And that's the second time, 2 straight innings where a leadoff guy gets on base for Rochester. But let's see if RIT can answer back here and clean up this inning.
Good point. Here comes Josh Leadham, another right-handed hitter for Rochester. Leadham swings on the first pitch and fouls it back. Sophomore hitting .320 on the year. He was a 2021 second-team All-Liberty League member, and he's 5th in the conference this year in stolen bases. He's 17 out of 21 on the bases, so if he does happen to get on, he's very much a threat to potentially swipe a bag. And here comes the 0-1, and that's fouled back just beneath us, Gene. Another foul ball that is in our vicinity. Arnold now ahead in the count, 0-2. And the pitch is hit down to third. It's going to be picked by Blackall, and he throws, and they get the out. Diving in to first base there was Leadham, but they call him out. You rarely see it dive into first base, but he tried it right there, Dean. That was interesting.
Unbelievable play right there. as Rochester able to get him out. However, the runner does advance to second base for Rochester. Let's see if what Rochester can do here with 2 outs with the runner in scoring position.
Ball was slowly hit, so Blackall wasn't going to be able to get both outs, but he was able to at least throw it down to first to get the speedy lead-em. And here comes John Moses, the catcher, and he's first pitch swing, and he pops one up out to center field, and Porter makes the catch. So Arnold escapes trouble here in the second. 1 runner left on for Rochester, and at the end of 2, still a 0-0 game here in the 2022 Liberty League Tournament. And we start the top of the third here from Freeman Field. The shortstop, Randy Dodig, is going to lead off for RIT. Left-handed hitter is Dodig. The sophomore is hitting .295 on the year with an OPS of .715, no home runs, 16 RBIs. And he fouls the first pitch down the first baseline. 0-1 the count. Nolan Sparks, 2 very easy and quick innings so far. He's retired all 6 that he has faced. And here comes the 0-1, and that's high and away. Fastball, and now the count is evened at 1-1. Spark comes set and delivers the 1-1. And that's also out just a bit outside, and now 2-1 on Dodig. Beautiful day here at Freeman Field. 2-1, and that's also away. So now behind in the count, 3-1, and Dodig's going to get a pitch to hit here. You would think on 3-1, Dean, he's ahead in the count.
3-1. This is a favorable hitter's count right here.
Sparks delivers the 3-1, and that's high and away as well. So after starting him off with a strike on a foul ball, 4 straight balls delivered by Sparks, and that's the first base runner that he has allowed. And here comes the 8th hitter, Kyle Porman, number 11. He's the catcher today, right-handed hitter. Dodig this year on the base is 9 of 12 trying to steal, and he's got a pretty big lead off of first right now. So he's definitely a threat to potentially try and swipe a bag. Here comes Sparks. First pitch swinging is Porman, and he swings and misses at the fastball. And the count is 0-1. Porman this year hitting just .216, no homers and 12 RBIs. Stepping off is Sparks. Darting back is Dodig. Sparks checks him again. Now fires. And another swing and a miss, so now 0-2 the count. Sparks in now a more favorable position, ahead in the count 0-2.
This is what Sparks needs. Sparks needs to get in the pitcher's count right here and get the first man out.
And here comes Sparks, delivers the 0-2. And he takes a called strike 3. He darts the outside corner with that fastball. Perfect pitch, pitcher's pitch right there. And now 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. And coming up is the 9th hitter, the center fielder, Will Porter.
Beautiful pitch right there by Sparks, able to get him to swing and miss. His first strikeout of the game.
Porter this year hitting .269, no homers and 8 RBIs. Sparks trying to work his way around a leadoff base runner. Delivers the first pitch, and it's grounded foul up the first base line. Sparks checks the runner here again. Definitely keeping a close eye on Dodig at first base. Delivers, and a high swing and a miss. Got that fastball a little bit up and in. And he's ahead in the count again here, 0-2. Sparks utilizing that fastball here in this 3rd inning. And here he comes with the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a foul up the 3rd base line. That'll go out of play. Big pressure, high stakes game here, game 1 of this 2022 Liberty League tournament. Rochester, the defending Liberty League champion. Rochester won this tournament last year in 2021. There was no tournament in 2020 due to COVID. And that pitch is low and in, and now 1-2 the count on Porter.
And mind you, that was their 2nd championship in 3 years in Liberty League play. So you definitely know the experience here for the Rochester Yellow Jackets. 2nd championship in 3 years. Defending champions here at Freeman Field.
And that pitch way up and away. And now Porter back in this thing at 2-2. Porter, a speedy center fielder. Not so much known for his bat, but definitely a terrific asset out in the outfield. He swings and fouls another pitch back, so this at bat prolonged here by Porter. That's his 3rd or 4th foul ball. Porter hanging in against Sparks, who has had a very solid couple of early innings here. Retired the first 6 he faced and throws over, and diving back in is Dodig. With 9 steals this year, they're definitely paying him close attention over at first base, and he has a very big lead. Probably got 10 steps off the base or so. The 2-2 is fouled back again. And that'll go all the way back towards the little field out behind Valicente Diamond. So, Dean, you mentioned the experience of Rochester winning this tournament last year. What advantage do you think that gives them in a game like this?
Well, no, I believe it gives them a tremendous advantage. I mean, like I said, 2nd championship in 3 years, especially this one. If they're coming off a Liberty League championship year, I think this definitely plays a factor, and you can definitely argue that they know what it takes at this high level. RIT, on the other hand, Liberty League champions in 2016-17, looking to make another run and chase their 2nd Liberty League championship.
That last pitch was a ball. Here comes the 3-2. And that's lined into left and a base hit. Dodig takes a sharp turn around second, but he will retreat. So Will Porter on at first with a single. And now we take things back to the top of the order. Still only 1 out in this inning. RIT looking to get on the board, and here comes John Bagley, who's 0 for 1 today, the leadoff hitter. Number 1 playing second base.
RIT now with 2 on and 1 out. Their first hit of the game here at Valicente Diamond at Freeman Field. A beautiful line drive, a little curve down that left field line.
Porter was down in the count, 0-2, worked it all the way back to 3-2, fouled off a number of pitches before finally getting a pitch to hit, and he lined it over the third baseman, Capoletti. So here comes Bagley, he steps in, right-handed hitter. First pitch offering is a fastball on the outside corner. And Sparks getting ahead again. It's the third straight hitter he's gotten ahead on. It's 0-1. First real scoring threat for the Tigers today. The first 2 base runners are on right now. Dodig dancing off second. Here comes the delivery, and that's a little short pop-up. The first baseman, Size, got it just near the fence. Nearly went out of play, but he was able to make the play on it, and now there's 2 out, and Sparks just 1 out away from getting out of this one.
Beautiful play right there from Harper, as Harper able to chase that thing on the right side of the fence. I thought it was going to go out of play at first. That ball looked like it was going to travel out, but Rochester, a huge second out right there, and let's see if they can close out this inning.
Here comes Ian Libby, 0 for 1 on the day. And that ball's going to get by. And a wild pitch there on the first pitch to Libby. And now the runners advance to second and third. That pitch just popped off the glove of Moses, went back to the backstop, and no chance for him to throw out either runner. They advance easily over to second and third. So 2 runners in scoring position now.
The ball just glimpses over Moses, grazes by him, and now RIT with the best opportunity of this game to get the first score on the first points of the game.
And here comes the 1-0 to Bagley, or to Libby, I should say. And now it gets by again, and coming in to score is Dodig, standing up. 2 straight wild pitches getting by Moses. Probably had a beat on both of them, hit his glove twice, and got by, and no chance for him to get either of those runners retired. So now a runner at third, and Libby still with an RBI chance here, but it's 1-0 RIT on 2 consecutive wild pitches.
That's a costly wild pitch right there for Sparks as RIT. First one's on the board. Rochester, defending champs, cannot afford for something like that to happen in a high-stakes game. We could also get the nerves building up for them, Noah.
Absolutely. You do not want to have a start like that. 2 defensive miscues on consecutive pitches. And Sparks still behind in the count on Libby. It's 2-1. And Libby fouls that one away off to the left side. Lands on top of the batting cage over there. So 2-2 on Libby. Porter a short lead. Capoletti just a few steps off of third. Here comes the 2-2. And that's flied out to left, and that'll go foul. So Libby hanging in this at bat here. He's got a runner in scoring position. He'll be running on contact with 2 outs. Sparks to the belt and fires. And a check swing, and they're going to call him out. He went around, so that'll end the top of the third. But RIT does strike first. They get 1 run. There was 1 hit. A hit by pitch and 1 left. At the end of 2.5, it's RIT 1 and Rochester nothing. Welcome back to the Ithaca College Athletics stream here from Freeman Field. It's 1-0 RIT as we head to the bottom of the third here in Game 1 of this double elimination Liberty League tournament here in 2022. Rochester trying to win their second consecutive conference championship, but they're down early in this game off of 2 wild pitches in the last half inning. Back to the mound comes John Arnold, and to start off, here comes Matt Capolitti, the third baseman. He wears number 1 for Rochester. And the first pitch is fouled off to the third baseline. And Dean, you mentioned that you can't have miscues like that. How could that potentially come back to bite Rochester as they try to win this first game and get off to a good start here in this double elimination tournament?
I mean, 2 on and 2 outs and 2 pass balls. You can't afford for that to happen, especially to early on in the game, top of the third inning. And if you're the defending champs, that just can't happen right there. However, Rochester, third in Liberty League in batting average. I wonder to see how their offense responds after the top of the first inning.
And Capolitti grounds one, and it hits off the glove of Blackall. He's going to take the turn for second. The ball's going to roll over the bullpen mound, and easily on at second is Capolitti. That'll be an error charge to Blackall. You would think that's a tough hot shot to the third baseman. He tried to backhand it and knocked off of his glove, could not make the play.
That's exactly what Rochester needed right there. No little miscue right there from the fielding, but that was a hard ball to handle. Rochester now at the runner to lead off on the runner in scoring position on second base. And exactly what Rochester needs to get back into this game.
All 3 innings, Rochester has had the leadoff man in each inning on base. That should be charging error to Blackall. And trying a bunt. That was Quincy Josh. Hear the chants of "Here we go, Q." His name is Quincy, so that's what they're calling him for short. The 1-1 is grounded in the hole at short, making the play at third, and they get him. That is a tremendous play by Randy Dodig. Makes the play in the hole, throws to third, and he's able to retire Capolitti, who ran on contact.
Randy Dodig with a tremendous play, a huge play right there, as a man is down for Rochester.
Capolitti shaken up after he dove into third base, now gets up and walks off. Very alert play there by Dodig. He probably had no chance to retire the runner at first. The only play he had was to go to third. And Capolitti aggressive on the base pass, and it ends up costing him right there.
Huge chance right there for Rochester to get to third, but RIT, Randy Dodig there to shut down the runner in scoring position. However, we still got 1 on and 1 out at the bottom of the third.
So back to the top of the order comes Aaron Whitley. He's the leadoff hitter, and he swings and misses at that first pitch. Whitley had a base hit to start the game. He had a ground ball up the middle against Arnold. And now his first opportunity with a runner on here. 1 out, man on first. And Whitley takes that pitch away and down. One on Whitley. We mentioned it earlier, but this is a tremendous player. Second team All-American last year. He was Liberty League Player of the Year. He fouls that one back 1-2.
And this is where Rochester's going to need to get their big-time guy to get going and get this offense going. Rochester third in Liberty League offensively. They need to respond after that top of the third inning with the two passed balls.
And this is a 5-tool player. He plays center field, so he's got range. He can throw. He leads the conference in stolen bases as well. He's got some power. Really a tremendous talent is Aaron Whitley. And he fouls that one back. So 1-2 on Whitley, trying to stay in this at bat. Whitley put up some tremendous numbers this year as well as a junior. Hit .347 with an OPS near 1100. 5 home runs, 28 RBIs, and that's blooped behind first base. And a nice catch. Over the shoulder basket catch right there by Libby. That is not an easy play with that little flare. He was able to make the play on it. Now 2 out with a man on first.
Libby with little drop it in the bucket play right there. The ball flies in his hand. A tremendous catch right there as RIT gets the second out.
That play probably becomes harder if we have typical Ithaca weather where it's windy and cold. But with the weather so nice today, that ball didn't really swirl around in the wind for him, and he's able to come and catch it. And a try and bunt attempt from Rende, the second hitter, and it fouls off toward the third base side. Interesting chance there with 2 outs. You don't typically see somebody bunting with 2 outs, but Rende tried it there on the first pitch of that at bat. And running is Rende. The throw down to second, not in time. Corman made a strong throw, but Rende beat it and was able to slide in. So now another runner in scoring position here for Rochester. And the Yellow Jackets have a chance to potentially tie this game here with a hit from Rende.
Huge stolen base right there from Rende as he shows off the wheels. Now this is a chance for Rochester to get on the board and, as you mentioned, Noah, tie up this game, which is what they're going to need.
Ball 2 out there. Rende ahead in this count. Arnold looks at second, now fires the 2-1, and that's going to be a fly ball that goes foul off the third base side. Two and two the count on Rende. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 score. RIT leads. Here comes, and the curveball, swing and a miss from Rende. Fooled on that breaking pitch, and a tremendous offering there from Arnold. He escapes a very scary bottom of the third inning. A lot of action there, but he gets out of it. And it's 1-0 still. RIT leads as we go to the top of the fourth here on the Ithaca Athletic Stream.
It is running.
Back for the top of the fourth here on the Ithaca College Athletic Stream. Noah Schwartz alongside Dean Gutic here for Game 1 of this conference tournament in the Liberty League 2022. Patrick Blackall leads off for RIT, and he takes ball 1 down and away. Nolan Sparks out there for his 4th inning of work. Was able to escape with a runner on third in the last inning, but was still did charge with an unearned run. And that pitch low, so now 2-0.
You can definitely imagine Sparks getting shaky here, especially after the top of the third inning with the 2 pass balls. I want to see how he responds here at the top of the fourth.
Blackall swings at a high fastball and whiffs at that. Blew it right by him. It's 2-1 the count. Blackall hitting third today, third baseman. And that's chopped down the third baseline foul. 2-2 the count. Blackall flied out his first at bat. In 2019, Blackall was a ABCA Rawlings All-New York third team, so a guy with a lot of success in his career as he lines that one foul. Came in today hitting .298. He's got 2 homers and 22 RBIs with an OPS over 900. He's been hit by 10 pitches this year, which leads the team. And that's flied. And that lands on the roof of...
My right.
To the right of us. Blackall staying alive in this at-bat. Here comes the 2-2. And that's grounded to short. And the play is made there by Josh. Blackall hit it hard, but right at somebody, and that's the first out of this top of the fourth inning. And here comes Chris Riley, one of only 2 players in the Liberty League with double-digit home runs. He's got 10 of them this year, and he's 9th in the conference in RBIs. Riley 0 for 1 today. And a check swing foul. Lands near the RIT dugout. RIT looking to extend their lead here in this top of the 4th inning. They took the lead in the previous inning on a pass ball, which Dodick scored on, and that's a foul ball back. Lands over near the convenience tent where they have some snacks and some water. Maybe Dean and I will go grab something later after the game is over if we're hungry.
Also got the Ithaca team right there alongside.
Yep, some of the members of the Bombers baseball team watching this first game here on today's Thursday doubleheader. And the 0-2, that was taken low, and now 1-2. Riley is senior, so this is his last ride in college baseball here in 2022, looking to make an impact. And he takes that pitch low and down. Low and away, I should say. Now 2-2. Rochester's infielders playing straight up here. And that pitch low. Looked like a strike from up here, but the umpire gives Riley the benefit of the doubt. Now it's 3-2. Dean, that pitch looked close.
I thought that was going to be called a strike right there, but the umpire lets it go. Ball 3. A full count here with 1 out.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it's grounded, and Sparks makes a nice stab at it and is able to flip it to first for the out. Sparks just kind of stuck his glove out, and it happened to go inside of it.
Beautiful play right there by Sparks as the ball just goes right to Sparks. Easy play right there. Get the out at first base. 2 outs now at the top of the 4th.
And here comes Marsh. Marsh 0 for 1. That pitch was low, so 1-0 on Marsh. He's DHing today. Marsh, just a freshman, so in his first year of college baseball, he's hitting .350. Talk about making an impact early on in your career. Marsh played 20 games this year, started 17. Didn't hit a home run, but he drove in 7 and had an on-base percentage of .457. And that's grounded high hop to Yaksh. And he makes the play. And that's going to end the top of the 4th inning. A clean, easy inning there for Sparks and Rochester. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. RIT goes down 1-2-3. 1-0 RIT as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning here from Freeman Field. 1-0 RIT leads Rochester in this Game 1 of the 2022 Liberty League tournament between 2 of the top teams in the conference from this year. Rochester trails 1-0, but they were the 2nd seed in this tournament. They were 29-9 this year. They were 16-3 in Liberty League play, and they come in on a 4-game win streak, while RIT was just 19-17, so a worse record, but still 7-10 in Liberty League play, which is more than solid. They come in winning 2 straight, and Rochester taking 2 of 3 from RIT previously this season. That was a couple of weeks ago. Rochester won that series, but they meet up again here in Game 1 of the conference tournament with the stakes much, much higher this time around. Again, this is a double elimination tournament. But still, definitely a lot to be decided here today. And that's a ground ball to shortstop by McKenzie, and he grounds out to start the bottom of the 4th. Dodick with a nice play there to throw to first, and we have 1 out already as Arnold retires the first hitter he faces.
Huge out right there for RIT as they're going to look to keep up another clean inning. Only 2 hits allowed and no runs for RIT. Tremendous pitching and tremendous fielding by the Tigers.
And that was the first time that RIT has been able to get the leadoff man out, because the first 3 innings, the leadoff man did reach base. Here comes Harper Sy, wearing number 10, playing first base today. Sy, one of the top hitters on this team, and that's flied out to left center. And Porter tried to make the play. He dove, couldn't. The ball's going to go to the warning track. Coming around second is Sy. The play is third, and he's going to dive in safely. That ball was crushed near the 358 mark in left center, and Porter tried to lay out and make that catch. He couldn't. And it goes all the way to third base as Harper Sy. So he's been on base twice. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, and now this time he's going all the way to third.
Yeah, Porter tried to make a tremendous play right there near the scoreboard. However, Porter unable to make a beautiful play just out of his reach. And a huge triple for the Bombers, for the Yellow Jackets right there.
And Dodick had a play at third base after he got the throw in, but he dropped the ball as he tried to spin around and make the throw to third. Just couldn't control the ball, corral it. And that allowed the runner to advance to third. That's a short grounder. And safe is first is Luke Piontek. He was able to beat out that 10-foot ground ball. Bouncer to first base. Or bouncer to the catcher, I should say. So Piontek on at first, but Sy does not advance. Still 1 out. Runners out, first and third.
Huge for the Yellow Jackets right there. 2 on and 1 out. See if they could take advantage right here with the runner in scoring position.
And here comes Leadham in his second at bat. Right-handed hitter. And Leadham gets hit. That's a second hit batsman today for Arnold. That hit him on the side area near his hip. Looks fine. Both Rochester hitters have looked fine after getting drilled. And now the base is loaded and only 1 out.
A massive opportunity for Rochester, Noah, not only to potentially tie the game, but maybe even take the lead.
And here comes Josh Moses. This is an important at bat for him. Remember, he let the 2 pass balls go earlier. Those wild pitches allowed the first run to score, and now he has a chance with 3 runners on base to potentially drive at least one of them in and tie this game, if not take the lead here with 1 out. First pitch from Arnold is a strike on a fastball. But Moses, a huge opportunity and a chance to redeem himself here in his second at bat. Yo 1 is swung on and missed. Or maybe we got a foul tip there. Either way, it's 0-2. So Arnold ahead in the count. And the home plate umpire is going to walk the ball back to Arnold. Walks all the way back to the pitching mound. And I think Arnold's going to choose which ball he likes best. He eventually decides which of the 3 feel the best in his hand, and the umpire walks back behind home plate.
Arnold just wanted to get a better grip and see which one he could pitch better with right there for Rochester. This is a huge chance for Rochester. They need these bats to get going. They're 3rd in the Liberty League in offense. Let's see if this powerful offense can get going here and take advantage of the opportunity.
Moses behind the count 0-2. The pitch is dribbled in front of the plate. Arnold's got a play at home. He makes the play, and they have no play at first. So Moses advances on the fielder's choice. He's on at first. Everyone else moves up. But Arnold made the play at home on that slow dribbler. And now there are 2 out in this 4th inning. And here comes Matt Capolitti, the third baseman. He has a big opportunity here with 2 out. But a missed opportunity there from Moses, not able to get that runner in.
Smart play by Arnold right there. Took the safe bet. A heads-up play, getting it to home plate, but unable to make the first base play. I don't even think it would have been in time to make the out at first base.
And Capolitti, first pitch swinging, hits it high and deep to left. And Riley's got a beat on it just in front of the warning track, and that ends the top of the 4th. That's a huge out there from Arnold. He gets the 7 and 8 hitters to ground out and fly out respectfully. And that is going to end the 4th inning. It's still 1-0 RIT. They escape yet another jam here on the Ithaca Athletic stream. Welcome back. Valicente Diamond at Freeman Field for this top of the 5th inning. Nolan Sparks back on the mound for his 5th inning of work. It's a 1-0 game. RIT leads. And the first pitch is up and away. Nick Stagnita up now. Number 9, playing right field today. And Stagnita hits it out to left. McKenzie's got a beat on it, and he makes the catch with 2 hands. And that's the first out of this top of the 5th inning. Sparks has cruised along in this game, Dean, except for the couple of wild pitches. He's done a really good job working his way through this RIT lineup.
Yeah, Sparks has done a great job for the Rochester Yellow Jackets right there. So they got a quick out. With the exceptions you mentioned, though, of the 2 pass balls, which led to an RIT run. But Sparks cannot afford to give up another run here and give RIT more breathing room.
Dodig steps in. And that first pitch is away to the left-handed hitter. It's 1-0. Dodig's been heavily involved in the action today. He was the one that scored that first run. He drew a walk his first time up and then was able to come all the way around and score on those wild pitches. The 2-0 is fouled back. And now 2-1 the count on Dodig. RIT looking to extend on their lead here. It's 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. And the pitch is lined into left. McKenzie's got it again. And about 10 steps in front of the warning track, he makes the catch. And now there are 2 away. So 2 straight plays out to McKenzie. And Sparks, 1 more hitter to get through this top of the 5th inning. A very quality start for Nolan Sparks for sure. He's done all he can. He's only allowed just 1 hit, but he did allow the 1 run to score, and that's the difference in this game right now. First pitch to Kyle Porman, the catcher, is taken low and away for ball 1. Dean, what's your thoughts on Sparks' performance today? Because I think he's done a good job outside of that 1 inning where he gave up the run.
Strike right there. I'd have to agree with you right there, Noah. I mean, outside the pass balls, I thought Sparks has done a tremendous job for Rochester. It's been a low-scoring game here in the South Hill, only 1-0. It's been a pitcher's battle and a fielding battle.
Porman takes that down and away again, so 2-1. Porman took a called 3rd strike his first time up. And he hits that one up the middle and a base hit for Kyle Porman. And on at first is the Tigers catcher. So they have a base runner here with 2 out, trying to make a 2-out rally. And here comes Porter.
Great job by Portman right there. Beautiful swing of the bat up the middle, able to get a single out of it with 2 outs.
Only the second hit for RIT today. Will Porter steps in now. Porter reached base with a line drive for a base hit his first time up, and he hits another line drive into left, but McKenzie's got it. And McKenzie makes all 3 plays there to retire the 3 hitters in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-0 RIT here on the Ithaca Athletic Stream.
And welcome back, folks. Game 1 Liberty League Championships here at Valicente Diamond at Freeman Field on the South Hill in Ithaca, New York. A beautiful day. I'm Dean Gutik on the play-by-play. Alongside with me, my color commentator, Noah Schwartz. 1-0 RIT over Rochester at the bottom of the 5th inning as Rochester looks to get their bats going and get some runs on the board.
Yeah, this is an important inning for Rochester, and they've had runners on base in every inning. They left the bases loaded in that last inning, and they had the leadoff runner on 3 or 4 different occasions now in the first, 3 different occasions in the first 4 innings. So we'll see if they can get on the board here. Arnold's worked his way out of a few jams. We'll see how the Rochester offense responds, trying to tie this game, perhaps take the lead here in Game 1 of this tournament.
So Quincy Yox will lead off for the Rochester Yellow Jackets here against Arnold. Yox looking to get a leadoff man on base as the first pitch is swung and away, a foul near the batter's cage on the Rochester side. John Arnold has allowed 4 hits but no runs this afternoon. A tremendous outing so far. And the second pitch is fouled back near the 10. 0-2 now for Yox. That third pitch is batted back, another foul ball. It'll be 0-2 the count. So Arnold looking to get the first out of the inning here. Here's the pitch. And that thing is driven to left field. A little pop-up, and the first one is away. As Riley makes the play there at left field to get the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning.
Very easy hitter there for Arnold. Got ahead of him, got a nice soft contact on that pop-up. And now we go back to the top of the order. Aaron Whitley up for his 3rd time. See if he can make an impact. He's got 1 hit already today, and he popped out his last time to first base.
Aaron Whitley, 1 of 2 of the day, making to look at 2 of 3. As the pitch, it is a bunt, a foul. It'll be 0-1 the count.
We've seen that a little bit from this Rochester team. They've tried a few different bunts today. It hasn't worked out for them yet. They have yet to execute, but we saw Whitley do it there. We've seen some other hitters do it earlier in the game. So definitely an interesting strategy, trying to play a little bit of small ball as they try to tie this.
The pitch from Arnold is down and low. It'll be a ball. 1-1 the count. Here's the next pitch from Arnold. That one is down low. 2-1 now the count for Whitley. That one is away as Whitley swings and misses. Strike two, 2-2 the count now for Arnold. Arnold looking to get the second out of the bottom of the fifth. As the next pitch is swung away, a foul. And Poorman there, not in time to not make the catch, not make the play to get the second out.
Well, there were three different RIT players. Three Tigers surrounded that ball. You had the first baseman, you had the pitcher, Arnold, and then you had Poorman behind the plate, and it just kind of fell in between all three of them. Poorman was probably the closest to it. That play has to be made. That's an easy pop-up. That's a short foul ball, and that's got to be caught.
Here's the next pitch from Arnold, and that thing is driven to near right field, but that will be a great play right there made by Bagley. 2 away here at the bottom of the fifth. A great play.
2 consecutive pop-outs to first base from Whitley. So he is the big superstar on this Rochester team, but just 1 of 3 today as a single and has done nothing else on his other 2 at-bats.
Joseph Rendy now up for Rochester, the second baseman. As Arnold first pitch. Swing and a miss from Rendy, strike 1. A beautiful fastball.
We've seen Arnold go to that pitch quite a bit here, that high elevated fastball, and the Rochester hitters having trouble with that particular pitch.
As that ball hits Rendy, and Rendy will go walk to first base. Another hit by pitch here for Rochester.
Hey, that's the third one, Dean. Third different hitter who's been hit by a pitch today. So Arnold's been mostly terrific, but one area that he has struggled with is his control in terms of hitting batters. Like I said, that's the third different one that's been hit today, and he's been able to work around each of those hit by pitches so far. But very interesting. He's hit 3 batters. He's only allowed 4 hits.
Number 3, Brian McKenzie up now. The first one is down and low. Ball 1. And you've mentioned it, Arnold has done a tremendous job despite the hit by pitches, but he's got to keep his composure here, especially as the game goes on later. And that ball is driven to left side, and a tremendous play right there from Blackall. A beautiful throw. Derek Jeter-esque right there, making the throw from third to first as RIT gets a third out of the bottom of the 5th inning. It remains 1-0 here for RIT at Vicente Diamond at Freeman Field. Dean Gutic and Noah Schwartz will be right back for the top of the 6th inning. Here on the Athletic Stream, here on the South Hill, a beautiful day in Ithaca, New York at Freeman Field. Dean Gutic, Noah Schwartz, still 1-0 RIT over Rochester. Up next, we have number 1 Ithaca for the next game against number 4 Skidmore in the Liberty League here at Freeman Field.
Yeah, the Bombers' top seed in this tournament. They get to host, they get to have their home fans here to cheer them on here at Freeman Field. And Bombers, obviously it's a double elimination tournament, but here definitely have the advantage with the home crowd.
Sparks' first pitch is high and away. It'll be ball 1. Is John Bagley up for RIT. Second pitch is also just outside, just high enough. It'll be ball 2. As Bagley will walk away for a bit. And Moses will be making his way to the mound.
As is Joe Reyna, the longtime coach of Rochester. He's going to walk out there. You don't typically see that in the middle of an at-bat, but down 2-0, maybe he noticed something mechanically going on with his pitcher Sparks, or maybe there was some sort of an injury he suffered on that pitch. We have to see, but coming out there for a meeting, and then we have the umpire who's going to walk out to the mound and tell him, all right, enough's enough. Let's get on with the game.
As Moses and Sparks.
And Sparks is going to stay out there, so no injury apparently.
Sparks will stay out. Moses goes back behind plate. Still a 2-0 count here for Bagley at the top of the 6th inning.
We'll see if that pause in the action messes up either Bagley's rhythm or Sparks' rhythm. You don't typically see that, like I said, in the middle of an at-bat.
Here's the pitch. That is swung, and that will be an easy pop-up for the first baseman, Cy, for Rochester.
Yep, Harper C there makes the play in foul ground. We've had a couple of foul outs today to the first baseman. C's been heavily involved in the action, and we know he had that triple earlier as well that he drove into the left center gap. So another day at the office for Harper C. He's one of the best players on this team.
And that will be a foul just outside the right line. It'll be 0-1 the count. As Ian Libby up now for the Tigers.
Libby 0 for 2 today with a strikeout.
Next pitch is up and away. 1-1 the count. Sparks. The next pitch, and that is swung and foul just over the batter's cage on the Rochester side. 1-2 the count. Next pitch is swung up the right side. Next one away as Lean makes the catch at right field. As Blackall will step up next to the plate with 2 away here at the top of the 6th inning at Freeman Field.
Blackall, he was the one that made that tremendous play at third base in that last inning. As you said, Dean, Derek Jeter style. He was able to field it running towards the third baseline, jump throw, and was able to just retire the hitter. That was a tremendous defensive play to end that inning.
As the first pitch from Sparks, down the middle, strike 1.
Blackall also 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out and flied out.
Second pitch is swung and a miss for Blackall as Sparks gets a second strike. 0-2 the count. As Sparks will look to get out of this inning and keep the score the same. That is down low. 1-2 the count.
And you heard some chirping from the fans and from the dugout of Rochester after that pitch. They thought Sparks had him here. And the umpire decided, no, it's going to be 1-2 rather than strike 3.
Next pitch from Sparks. That is foul. I mean, that looked like a close strike 3 right there for Sparks, but it looked like it was just down low. There's a bang-bang call right there for the umpire.
Yeah, from our vantage point, I thought it was a ball too, but you definitely heard some chirping.
Sparks the next pitch. That is down low. Check swing. 2-2. As Blackall looking to get on base and get the bats going for RIT again. Sparks, next pitch. That is batted into left field. A single for Blackall as he gets the first man on here at the top of the 6th inning for RIT. A huge hit right there for Blackall. And now let's see if the Tigers can get the bats going and build on this lead.
Yep. Ripped through the left side by Blackall and lines in easily for a line drive base hit. He's on at first, his first hit of the day. So a last couple of innings here, Blackall's been very productive. I talked about that defensive play earlier, and now the base hit, and he's on at first.
His first pitch right there is easily gone to Yox. And Yox ends the inning right there. 1-2. Not a 1-2-3 inning, but Rochester able to keep the score the same. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Athletic Stream. RIT leads Rochester 1-0. We are back now for the bottom of the 6th inning. Harper C leading off for the Yellow Jackets as Rochester looks to get on the board here. We are back on the Ithaca Athletic Stream. Dean Gutik alongside Noah Schwartz. A beautiful day here at Freeman Field as the first pitch is swung up to middle field. And one away right there as Porter able to make the catch.
He hit it well to center, but Porter, a very rangy center fielder with a lot of ability to run all over the place and make catches, and he was able to do that on that particular play, drifting back.
Luke Piontek now up for the Yellow Jackets, number 22, their designated hitter. Looking to get another hit for Rochester. First pitch right there from Arnold down low.
And despite all the traffic on the Bates Pass for Rochester today, they have yet to turn it into a run, Dean, and all of a sudden it's getting a little bit late. Only 11 more outs to play with all of a sudden. So Rochester's got to get something stirring pretty quickly here. They've got 3 innings plus to do so, and we'll see how they fare against Arnold in this 6th.
As the next pitch right there for Piontek is fouled back behind the bleachers. 2-1 the count now here at Freeman Field. Here's the next pitch from Arnold. Down low, a 3-1 count for Piontek. And if Rochester can get on base here in any way possible, that would be huge for the Yellow Jackets. As here's the next pitch. Down the middle, it is full count, a strike for John Arnold. Huge pitch coming up.
And he located that curveball. Here comes the full count pitch.
Is down low, and Piontek will take a walk to first base. 1 on with 1 out. As Liam will be on now. Liam now up for Rochester, number 16, the right fielder. With 1 out and 1 on here. Arnold the pitch. That is swung, and it will drop down. It will drop down, a blooper on the left side. And Leadham able to get on to first base. 2 on and 1 out now for the Yellow Jackets. As Rochester able to catch a break right there.
Well, that's the 2nd inning in a row where there's been a blooper that's fallen in between 3 fielders. We saw it on that foul bloop shot in the previous inning that Portman was unable to make a catch on. And now you see it there where both infielders on the left side and the left fielder drift in, drift back, and nobody makes the play. It falls in between all 3 of them.
Colby Cruiser now pinch hitting for John Moses, the catcher.
Cruiser, an interesting player, Dean. He plays both ways. He hit .320 this year, in 53 at-bats, but also on the mound, he was very productive as well. Had an ERA of 2.17 in 8 starts.
First pitch, down and inside for a strike.
You could kind of say Colby Cruiser is this Rochester team's version of Shohei Ohtani.
It's a good point right there, Noah. As Arnold now with an 0-1 count. A swing right there down to the first baseman, Libby, as Libby makes the second out, but both runners advance to second and third. A massive chance here for Rochester to get on the board and potentially even take the lead.
And as far as I can tell, nobody warming in the RIT bullpen. It's hard for us to get an exact view on it based on where we're sitting up top, but it doesn't look like anybody's warming up. So it's going to be Arnold's hitter, and he's going to try and get Cappelletti out.
Cappelletti now up for Rochester as Cappelletti looks to get the Yellow Jackets on board. And that thing is swung over to the middle field, and Rochester will get on the board, and they will take the lead here at Freeman Field. It is 2-1 Yellow Jackets. Cappelletti, a 2-run RBI single down the center field. A massive hit for Rochester.
Cappelletti, the biggest hit so far today. And what did I say before, Dean? They've had traffic on the base pass all game long, but they have yet to take advantage. Well, finally, they do take advantage, and they score 2 runs on a 2-run single from Cappelletti. That ball gets into center field.
And that will be a bunt for Yox as Yox gets to first base.
That rolled foul.
But it'll be roll foul.
Yep. Cappelletti, the big hit. Finally, they get a big hit when they needed it with runners in scoring position. It comes from your 8th hitter in the lineup as well, so production from the bottom half of your order, bottom third of your order. And they have the lead now. Rochester, the higher seed, back in front.
It's Rochester with the massive hit, a 2-1 lead. As Yox here with an 0-1 count.
It seemed like it was only a matter of time, Dean, with all the base runners they've had today.
As that will go, the second baseman, Porter, and Porter makes the play to Libby at first base. After 6 innings, Rochester, the Yellow Jackets finally get on the board and take a 2-1 lead at the bottom of the 6th. Dean Gutic alongside with me, Noah Schwartz at Velicente Diamond at Freeman Field. On the Ithaca Athletic Stream, we'll be right back for the top of the 7th inning.
Go.
We are back now for the top of the 7th inning as Marsh straight.
Can you hear me? And that's a base hit there to lead off the 7th. It
It was hit to the shortstop Yox, who tried to throw it over to first, and Seek could not make the stop there. It was bounced up. He hit his glove, couldn't make the play. So now leadoff runner on against Sparks.
Huge chance here for RIT. Another hit to the left side. Another base hit. 2 on and no outs here at the top of the 7th inning. A huge hit right there for RIT as they'll look to either take the lead here or tie the game up at the top of the 7th inning.
And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change.
As that'll do it for Sparks for the day. 1 run in the 6 innings pitch.
Yeah, Sparks with a very good outing today. As you said, Dean, 1 run over 6 innings plus. But at the same time, he's responsible for these 2 runners who have reached base here to start this inning. And honestly, a lot of the damage that's been done today hasn't really been as a result of what Sparks is doing. I mean, he did have the 2 wild pitches, but we see the runner on second reached as a result of an error. So definitely a tough situation that he entered in a big spot like this. But he did the best he could. 6 innings is very solid. Only gave up the 1 run. So into the bullpen we go.
As Jason Colbert will be coming out for the Yellow Jackets as he'll be warming up on the mound, replacing Nolan Sparks here with 2 on and no outs.
Sparks' final line. 6 innings, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, 1 pass ball as well. So very solid outing. He faced 24 hitters over the course of the 6 innings. And he enters the game leading by a run and has a chance to get a win here if Rochester can close this out.
This is a huge inning for both RIT and Rochester here, Noah, as RIT with 2 on and no outs. They'll look to take the lead or tie this game up. Rochester looking to get out of a potentially scary situation here at the top of the 7th inning at Freeman Field. As Colbert continues to warm up, coming out of the bullpen, replacing Nolan Sparks. As Randy Dodig will take the mound here. Up next, number 13, the shortstop for RIT. As the first pitch from Colbert is up high, ball 1.
Dodig scored the only run for RIT, again on that wild pitch that we had earlier in the game. And that has accounted for the only scoring for the Tigers today.
Colbert here, fresh out of the bullpen. Second pitch coming up, and that is a bunt right there. And the play will be made at first base. The runners do advance for RIT, but Dodig out at first.
Colbert this year in his junior season, an ERA of 3.94 over 11 appearances. He did make 5 starts as well, struck out 29, only allowed 14 earned runs this year. So a very quality season out of the bullpen, primarily. He did start some games as well in a bit of a hybrid role, and has a chance to get out of the 7th inning, potentially unscathed.
Kyle Portman now up for the Tigers. First pitch down low from Colbert. It'll be ball 1.
Portman had a base hit his last time up, so looking to do some more damage offensively from behind the plate.
Next pitch, and that is driven to center field. A base hit right there that'll drive in 2 runs for the RIT Tigers. My apologies, 1 run. The throw to the plate is in time. He got him. We do have a tied game here at Freeman Field, but the throw from Whitley able to get the runner out.
And he just threw a laser beam, Dean. The first run came in to score easily, but that second runner, Whitley saw him coming, chucked it home, and a great tag there from behind the plate. Whitley with an even better throw and beat the runner by at least a couple of steps. That was a tremendous play by a tremendous center fielder.
And that looked like the RT was going to take the lead a couple steps, but Whitley with a tremendous play, as this will be a pop-up in the infield. And C will get the out here. RIT does get on the board, tying the game up at 2 here at the top of the 7th. But now we head to the bottom of the 7th here on the Ithaca Athletic Stream. Dean Gutic and Noah Schwartz will be back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Yep. All right, we are back for the bottom of the 7th inning as Aaron Whitley will lead off for the Yellow Jackets. 2-2 game here at Freeman Field between RIT and Rochester. Dean Gutic alongside Noah Schwartz. RIT got on the board first with the pass ball. And then Rochester Capoletti able to drive in a 2-run single down center field. And then RIT answered last inning with a single of their own down center field before Whitley being able to make the throw home to get the second out. 2-2 game here. Aaron Whitley up. First ball away, it'll be ball 1. And that one goes down the middle. The count 1-1. Arnold still in the game here for the Tigers.
Whitley just one for 3 today, reigning Liberty League Player of the Year, but he did have that tremendous throw in the last inning.
As Whitley getting the bat right there, just in time to get to first base as Whitley is safe. A leadoff man for Rochester to begin the bottom of the 7th inning.
He had a chopper deep in the hole. Dodig ran over to grab it in that shortstop third base hole between second and third. He chucked it over to first. Just Whitley too fast. And now we'll see maybe Whitley wants to take a chance here on the bases. A really good base stealer is Whitley. He leads the conference in steals this year with 21. He's 21 of 25. He's only been caught 4 times.
As Rendy up now, he tried to bunt it away, but it's foul. 0-1 the count here for Arnold.
I wouldn't be shocked if we see Whitley try and take advantage here, try and swipe a base. He does have 21 of them, as I said, and a very fast runner. He's got a big lead right now on first.
Tries to bunt again, and that will be another strike for Arnold. 0-2 the count now with Rendy up. That is twice now that the Yellow Jackets have tried to bunt in this inning from Rendy as a third pitch. It is up and high. It is a ball 1. Whitley looked like he was going to go to second base, but changes his mind and goes back to first. As pickoff attempt right there, first base. Arnold makes a throw, but Whitley is safe. The count remains 1-2 here at the bottom of the 7th inning. Rendy up, the second baseman for the Yellow Jackets. And he swings, and that will be the first out of the inning as Riley makes the play there at left field. 1 on, 1 out here at the bottom of the 7th for the Yellow Jackets. As Brian McKenzie up now for the Yellow Jackets.
McKenzie 0 for 3 today. 3 groundouts, and he actually grounded into a double play earlier. Willie's going.
And Willie goes, and that will be an out. They got him at second base. A tremendous play from Poorman as a beautiful throw, getting Whitley out, catching him stealing second base.
The throw definitely beat there. It was a question of whether the tag got to Whitley before his hand reached the base, and the second base umpire says he was out. He said Poorman with a great throw, and only the 5th time all season Whitley's been caught trying to steal a base.
1-1 the count now for McKenzie. 2 outs here at the bottom of the 7th inning. A tremendous play by Poorman. As McKenzie pops that up to left field. And that will drop in the bucket. A base hit right there for McKenzie. A double down that left field pole near the 334-foot line. As McKenzie getting on base a double, 1 on with 2 outs.
Yeah, McKenzie hit that ball really, really hard. Just was able to keep it fair down the left field line in front of the foul pole. It landed right around the warning track area and easily got in for a double. Was able to keep that ball fair. That was the key. And now they've got a big runner on base here as we see the pitching coach come out to speak to Arnold. But McKenzie with a chance. And think about it. If that runner and Whitley had not tried to steal that previous base, Rochester probably has the lead.
That was a huge out right there. Looking back at that play right there from Poorman, I agree with you right there, Noah. And if Whitley doesn't get caught stealing, Rochester takes a lead, but that was just a tremendous play from Poorman.
Yeah, very strong arm, snap throw down there.
As Harper C up now for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch swung and away near the base at the baseball tent. 0-1 the count.
It was almost caught by one of the Bomber players. I couldn't see who it was, but a couple of guys put their hands up for it, and it just dropped in near him.
The next pitch from Arnold. Swing, and that will carry out. Foul just under beneath us on our right side here at the booth. 0-2 the count for Harper C.
C had that triple earlier in the game, and he also got hit by a pitch, so he's reached base a couple of different times.
So Arnold here with next pitch, and that ball will also go foul near the RIT bullpen. 0-2, count remains the same.
And there is a pitcher warming right now for Rochester in their bullpen. It looks like, it's hard to tell from here, I think, looks like it's Justin Grossman.
Here's a pitch from Arnold. Arnold with a beautiful grab. The ball travels right to him. And Arnold able to get that 3rd out. After 7 innings, the score remains the same. RIT 2, Rochester 2. We will now head to the top of the 8th inning on the Ithaca Athletic Stream. Dean Gutik and Noah Schwartz will be right back.
Nice.
We are back here for the top of the 8th inning. John Bagley leading off for RIT. It is the number 3 RIT Tigers against the number 2 Rochester Yellow Jackets here at Freeman Field. Dean Gutek alongside Noah Schwartz.
It's a big top of the 8th inning here, and we have a new pitcher in the. Or sorry, that's still Colbert. My bad.
That's Colbert, and the second pitch. It is a fair ball. As Bagley able to get a single down center field. As Willie not able to make the grab right there. 1 on and no outs here. Libby up now for RIT. And the first pitch from Colbert is down low, ball 1. Next pitch from Colbert, and that is just misses. It'll be ball 2 for Libby, a 2-0 count now for the Tigers. Colbert, a swing, it gets to center field, another single, and a base hit for Libby. 2 RIT guys lead off the top of the 8th inning, and both of them with base hits at center field. 2 on and no outs here for the Tigers. And it looks like Colbert's day may be done here for the Yellow Jackets.
And that was Libby's first hit of the day. He was 0 for 3 previously, playing first base today. He's now 1 of 4. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. We'll see who's coming in. It's hard to tell whose number from the bullpen.
As Colbert comes out.
It's hard to tell. We'll find out as soon as we can see the number on the jersey. And this is number 6, Thomas Karpushin.
As Thomas Karpushin comes in the game, warming up now for the Yellow Jackets. As Karpushin looking to get out of a jam here at the top of the 8th inning.
So Karpushin in the game right now. A very good relief pitcher for this Rochester team. Was in 17 games this year and pitched to an ERA of just 1.11 with a whip of 1.07. So a really, really tremendous season for him. 5 saves, which is tied for second in the Liberty League. And last year, he was a Liberty League first team member. So definitely a dominant relief pitcher for the Yellow Jackets. He has 22 strikeouts this year as well. Has allowed just 3 earned runs on 17 hits, 9 walks.
Huge chance here for Karpushin to get out of the top of the 8th inning here. 2 on, no outs for the number 3 seed RIT Tigers.
And for Karpushin, it's really about control. Pitches from the right side. He has 9 walks this year in just 24 in the 3rd inning. So make sure he's locating the strike zone. That's the key because he's got great stuff.
Patrick Backall now up for the Tigers. That one down low from Karpushin. It'll be ball 1. A huge chance here for the Tigers to take the lead here at Freeman Field. The next pitch, it will be fouled away. 1-1 the count now for Karpushin.
And as a relief pitcher, Dean, it's always more preferable to come in to start an inning when it's a clean slate, there's nobody on base, but Karpushin comes in here in the biggest spot of his junior season with 2 runners on base with only 1 out. Or sorry, nobody out. Just a lot of stress, a lot of pressure to come in this particular moment. Every pitch is more meaningful than it would have been if nobody was on base.
Blackall fouls that one away. It'll be 1-2 the count. As Karpushin looking to retire the first batter he faces. That ball is up the left side, and that will be popped out as McKenzie makes the play at left field. 2 on, 1 out. 2 on, 1 out. Runners do not advance. They both stay at first and second. As Chris Riley now up for the RIT Tigers.
Riley definitely a power threat, somebody who can easily hit the ball out of this ballpark, even at 405 to deep center field, 330 or so in the corners. 10 home runs this year. It's only one of 2 guys in the conference with double-digit home run total.
First pitch right there to Riley, and that will be away for ball 1.
Riley 0 for 3 today. Was grounded out twice, flat out once.
That pitch is down low, and a runner will advance to third base for RIT.
But the runner on first didn't move, so only one guy gets to advance here, now first and third. And I said control's the key. And what do you know, another wild pitch for Rochester. That's their third today, and it's been proved to be very costly.
Karpushin with a 1-1 count. Swings, gets away. Another passed ball for Rochester, and RIT takes a 3-2 lead. Both runners advance as Bagley gets home and Libby advances to second base. A huge 3-2 lead here at South Hill at Freeman Field.
What a crazy game this has been, Dean. We've had 4 wild pitches and passed balls from Rochester, and both times it's been on consecutive pitches. We had 2 earlier in the game in a row, and now 2 in a row here from Karpushin. And that's how the third run scores.
That'll be away. The count now 3-1. And you can definitely see the nerves building up inside Karpushin, getting uncomfortable here.
Control is the key when you're a hard-throwing reliever like him.
3-1 the count. That one is popped up and away. And that will...
It was caught.
It is caught by Moses. The play is made just near the fence. It'll be 2 away for the Tigers. As Marsh comes up now. That was just a tremendous catch right there, right at the fence for Moses. Marsh now up. 1 on second base. 2 outs. First pitch right there, swing and away, strike 1 for Karpushin.
And that last pop-up was very hard for us to tell because there's a giant tree right blocking our vantage point where the backstop is. We didn't see where that ball was headed.
Second pitch to Marsh.
Figured out it was caught.
As a second pitch to Marsh is away, strike 2. Karpushin looking to get out of the top of the 8th inning here. 0-2 the count. Ball hits the dirt. 1-2. As Karpushin, the next pitch, and that will go straight to Yox as there's a third out. We now head to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Freeman Field. RIT takes a 3-2 lead, courtesy of another passed ball. We'll be right here. We'll be right back on the Ithaca Athletic Stream. Dean Gutek alongside Noah Schwartz for the bottom of the 8th inning. All right, we are back now for the bottom of the 8th inning here at the Athletic Stream at Freeman Field. Dean Gutic alongside Noah Schwartz. The number 3 seed RIT Tigers lead the number 2 seed Rochester Yellow Jackets at the bottom of the 8th inning. As Piontek up now, the first pitch to him is down low, ball 1.
And just a reminder, Dean, nobody's eliminated with a loss today. This is a double elimination tournament, so there'll be future games for both of these teams to play. But to start off on the right foot with a win is always crucial in a tournament environment like this. So RIT has to feel good about themselves heading up 3-2 as we go into the bottom of the 8th inning here.
Good point right there, Noah, as the second pitch away for ball 2. Here's the third pitch now. A strike gets in there. A 2-1's the count right now. Next pitch is down low and away. 3-1 the count now for Piontek.
And on to pitch, Peter Bocinas, the junior right-hander, with an ERA this year of 2.74 in 15 appearances. No starts, all out of the bullpen. He's got 2 saves this year in 23 innings, allowed just 7 runs, and he says 23 strikeouts. So a pretty good junior season for Bocinas, wears number 17, and pitches from the right side.
Bocinas with the full count, the swing right there. Near center field, just goes over the head of Bagley as Piontek gets a double. Right center field, a beautiful double base hit right there. The leadoff hitter off with a double. Second straight inning now for Rochester with the leadoff man on base.
And more traffic on the base paths. It seems like they've had runners in scoring position all day long today. And they have another opportunity here to potentially take the lead again, or at least tie it. So we'll see how they fare.
As lead him up now for the Yellow Jackets, number 16, the right fielder.
9 hits on the day for Rochester as well, but they still trail by a run.
Bocinas' first pitch. As Leanham tries to bunt, but that is down low for ball 1.
So we can close the book on the day for Arnold. Went 7 strong innings, allowed just 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout.
Bocinas here with the 1-0 count. A bunt from Leanham as Leanham out at first base, but the runner advances Piontek to third base. We'll have 1 on with 1 out. Runner in scoring position.
They give credit there to Bagley. Comes over from the second base side and has to field that ball at first base. It bounced up. He was able to pick it and scoop it, and they're able to get the out, but that was close.
As Tom Karpyshyn now pinch hitting for the Yellow Jackets. Karpyshyn up at the plate. Karpyshyn swing and a miss for strike 1 from Bocinas. Karpyshyn.
You don't typically see Karpyshyn up at the plate, but he is in the spot.
And that is down the middle. Strike 2 for Bocinas. As that ball is popped up and safe.
Karpyshyn has a hit.
Karpyshyn gets the hit. It looked like a little bounce to the shortstop. That was...
You know what they say, Dean, pitchers who rake.
Pitchers who rake is right. As Randy Dodig, the pitch goes, the ball went to him, but just a bit late. As Karpyshyn now on first, 2 on with 1 out. Is Capoletti up now? He did have the go-ahead 2 RBI single. As that ball hits Capoletti, and the bases are now loaded. Bottom of the 8th inning here at Freeman Field, 1 out, bases loaded. As Yox now up for the Yellow Jackets, a huge chance here to take the lead at the bottom of the 8th inning. That is the 4th hit by pitch for the RIT Tigers.
And that was Karpyshyn's first at-bat of the season. He hadn't had an at-bat in either of the previous 2 years as well, so not really familiar with coming up to the plate. And he actually gets a hit. It's wild, but got an infield chopper and was able to beat it out. He really ran to first hard there. Don't typically see that from pitchers, but Karpyshyn makes the hustle play.
As Bucinas first pitch down the middle for a strike against Yox. Yox with a huge chance here for the Yellow Jackets to potentially take the lead. Here's the next pitch. And that one is just misses. 1-1 the count. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Bases loaded here for Yox.
Bucinas in a world of trouble. They see you bring the infield in. You have the first and second baseman on the grass, the shortstop and third baseman just behind the grass.
And the next bat right there for Yox is fouled. 1-2 the count. It'll be very important here for Bucinas to get this batter away without giving up a run, as he's in a bit of a sticky situation.
And with 2 strikes, he's definitely looking for a strikeout. You want to get that second out, not have any chance of any runners advancing. A strikeout here would be huge, and then you have 2 outs. Makes it a lot more manageable in that particular situation.
Bucinas now with the 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Bucinas. And that will be fouled straight to the third base coach of Rochester.
He made a nice play there, barehanded.
A beautiful play.
Web gem.
It's even more impressive when it's bare hand. As Bucinas now with the 1-2 count after that ball was fouled away. Here's the 1-2. Got him away as Yox strikes out. A huge strikeout for Bucinas as he leaves the runner stranded on base.
And if you remember, Dean, earlier in the game, Rochester had the bases loaded, and they left the bases loaded at the end of the inning, didn't even get a run in that particular frame, and now they have a chance to do that again if they can't get a hit here. And we're gonna have Whitley come up, so nobody you'd rather have up in this spot than Aaron Whitley, the reigning Liberty League Player of the Year. He's gonna get a chance here in his 5th at bat to put Rochester ahead, or at least tie the game with a 3-2 score right now.
And if you're Rochester, you couldn't have picked a better person to have up at the plate. You mentioned it, Noah, the defending Liberty League Player of the Year, their star player, their star outfielder, their center fielder.
And let's not forget the throw he made earlier to get the runner at home, which saved a run. Whitley 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. He's flied out twice as well. This is his 5th plate appearance, and none bigger than this one right here.
A huge chance for Whitley here to either tie the game or give Rochester the lead. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Whitley on against Bucinas. First pitch from Bucinas. Just away for ball 1.
And with a force at any base, they decide to move the infield back. First baseman isn't even holding on the runner at first. And you have the middle infielders out by the grass. And the corner infielders playing just slightly 15 feet or so off the line.
Here's the next pitch from Bucinas as Whitley, that ball carries out to center field, and that will do it for the bottom of the 8th inning as Porter makes a huge catch. It was bases loaded, 1 out for Rochester, but they could not capitalize. They failed to take the lead. After 8 innings, number 3 seed RIT Tigers lead the number 2 seed Rochester Yellow Jackets 3-2. We'll be right back here for the top of the 9th inning on the Ithaca Atlantic Streams. Dean Gutek alongside Noah Schwartz. All right, we are back up here for the Ithaca Athletic Stream, top of the 9th inning. We had a crazy 8th inning Bucinas able to first strike out Yachts, and then follow that up with getting Rochester's best player out, Aaron Whitley, with a pop up to center field. Dean Gutic alongside Noah Schwartz here at the top of the ninth inning. A beautiful day at Freeman Field here at South Hill, Ithaca, New York.
Yeah, not only is it really warm weather, Dean, but look at the view we've got. Cayuga Lake in the background. You can see the highway by the Ithaca Mall down behind center field for us, and then the beautiful campus out to right field. Just a perfect view here from the top of the building where we are, looking down upon Freeman Field.
As that's swinging away here, as the first out will be made. A great throw right there from Yachts to C. The first batter away there for RIT. A beautiful day, you mentioned, and honestly couldn't have picked a better day to call this game.
Yeah, no question about it. We don't have that many beautiful days here in Ithaca, but this is one of them. You don't really get 80 degrees often, but here we are. Perfect weather, the sun shining down, not a cloud in the sky.
Carpershin still pitching, goes to Dodig, as Dodig able to get a base hit to right field, a single for Dodig. The first pitch will have one on and one out at the top of the ninth inning for the RIT Tigers. A huge hit for Dodig.
RIT looking to get some insurance runs. You know how important that is, Dean, at the end of the game. Always want to be up by at least a couple of runs if you can. This is an important inning here offensively for RIT. If they can extend the lead. If not, they'll go into the bottom of the ninth up one with a chance to close the game out.
As Portman, that ball gets away from the catcher, Moses, and Dodig will advance to second base. Another pass ball for Rochester.
That's the fifth one.
And you mentioned, Noah, control is key, and control just hasn't been there for the Yellow Jackets this afternoon. As Carpershin now with the 1-0 count, one on, runner advances. Carpershin gets him swinging, and strike one right there for Carpershin as Portman.
You could see it there on that fastball, Dean. Carpershin's got great stuff. He's got a ton of ability, ton of talent, and he threw that fastball right by the hitter there. But it's just a matter of getting the ball where he wants it in the right spots.
Next pitch is down low, 2-1 the count now for Portman. And Carpershin has a strong arm. You mentioned, he has great stuff, but it's all about control here and getting out of this inning. Carpershin, next pitch, and that is batted to left field. That gets to the left side. A base hit, a double that will score a run here for Portman, as RIT gets an insurance run and takes a 4-2 lead.
And that ball was ripped by Portman down the left field line. It got all the way near the corner, hit the wall by that 334 mark, and an easy run for Dodig coming off of second. Remember, he had advanced on the previous wild pitch, gets to second, and then is easily able to score on that double. Portman with the insurance run, and really important for the RIT Tigers.
As Porter there takes a strike down low from Carpershin. That is a huge run right there for RIT. A little insurance run, getting some breathing room from the defending Liberty League champions in the Rochester Yellow Jackets.
That's the 10th run, or only the fourth run allowed all season by Carpershin. So he has been mostly dominant all season long. Not really in this outing. Has struggled with his command a little bit, and then there you see the double going into the corner and a run scores.
As that one will be fouled away. 1-2 the count now for Carpershin with one out. And you could have that feeling right now, Noah, that the champions, the defending Liberty League champions, are on their toes right now. They're on the fence against the RIT Tigers here in the South Hill.
They got chances to redeem themselves. They'll have at least one more game before this tournament ends. Obviously, it's double elimination. But to get off to that hot start is always key. They're coming in on a 4-game win streak as well. So you'd think that they'd have that momentum coming into this tournament. But RIT has stolen that momentum away. And a lot of it had to do with those wild pitches. Just hard to overcome continuous balls getting by the catcher.
As that ball will... Wow, Porter's safe right there on the run to chase down to first base. As the runner advances for RIT, 2 on with only 1 out. And RIT has a chance to make this a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th inning.
That's just a lot of speed there from Will Porter. A left-handed hitter. He hits a little bloop shot that goes near the second base bag. Tried to make the play at second and then tried to throw it over to first to get Porter. He just beat it. A lot of speed for Porter and a good base stealer as well for RIT. One of their faster players this year. 7 of 8 trying to steal bases.
As that ball hits the dirt, it'll be 1-0 the count.
Porter, a senior leader on this team too, and that's the hustle play you make to show your younger teammates what it means to play in the playoffs.
Yep, Bagley up now at the 1-0 count. Pickoff attempt, and he's safe. Porter is safe, but the Rochester dugout screaming out right there.
That ball almost got by C. He was able to make a tremendous leaping catch to keep that ball in front of him. Otherwise, Porter's probably going to second base there.
That could have been a dangerous play right there.
And you might have a run score as well.
Next pitch is up and away for ball 2. This Karpushin on the mound. And Moses will go up to talk it over.
And Joe Reyna, the head coach, was also coming out to speak to his pitcher. An important thing to note, Dean, on this particular at-bat with 1 out here, the third baseman for Rochester, in Carpoletti, he is hanging very close to the third base bag, playing near that line, so it's going to be hard for any runner at third base for RIT to potentially get a big lead, have a chance to maybe score on soft contact. He has to remain pretty close to that third base bag on a lead because he's holding him pretty tight.
Well said right there, Noah's play will resume shortly. Bagley, one of the RIT's better players, has a chance here to tag on more runs and potentially even deliver a knockout punch.
Bagley 1 of 4 today, 1 for 4 with a run scored.
And that ball gets inside. Strike 1, 2-1 the count now for Karpushin. As Bagley awaiting the next pitch. Karpushin, as Bagley swings, and that ball will drop in. A mishandle right there for Rochester, a miscue.
Carpoletti just couldn't snag that with his bare hand. Tough play coming inside.
Tough play. Ball takes a tricky bounce, but now the bases are loaded here with 1 out. And Ian Libby up now for the RIT Tigers with bases loaded, 1 out. And this is his chance to deliver a knockout punch. And the first pitch to Libby is a strike, a swing and a miss.
So the bases loaded were for Rochester in the previous inning for Whitley, and now the bases loaded again here in the bottom of the inning, or the top of the ninth inning, I should say, for Libby.
And that ball gets by, foul tip, strike 2. You mentioned it last inning, Noah, when Rochester had bases loaded, getting that second out off a strikeout. It would be a huge out here for Karpushin to get a strikeout. It's Karpushin. A miscue right there.
Run's going to score.
And a run will get home for Rochester, RIT, excuse me. It is 5-2 Tigers.
A line drive that was caught. They tried to get the double play to double up Porter, and the flip went away, rolled into short left field, and a run comes home. And Joe Reyna is going to come out to speak to the umpire very briefly for not even 5 seconds, and he walks right back into the dugout. And now the umpires are going to come together for a short meeting. I'm not sure for what reason, but a near double play leads into a run for RIT. Can't have miscues like that where the ball's getting away on just short flip tosses to second base like that. Ball dribbles away maybe 20, 30 feet away from the second base bag, and easy for the runner to come in to score. And now they signal safe. That run is going to count, and it's now 5-2 and a 3-run cushion for RIT.
A huge run right there for RIT. No, you mentioned it time and time again, and I'm going to have to agree with you. Control is key not only for the pitchers, but also for the fielding. And
that's now 2 errors now for Rochester today on the scoreboard.
It's Karpushin right there. First pitch is a ball. Control is key, and looks like this game for Rochester is starting to get out of control.
Yeah, another hit here. This may get a little bit out of hand if they can get another run or 2 in.
Ball will hit the dirt. Be 2-0. Runner does not go from second base.
Well, if you think about the 2 errors, Dean, plus all the wild pitches and pass balls, it's just been a sloppy game for Rochester. They have not played it cleanly in the field, and that's a big reason why they're down by 3 runs.
And that ball gets by, another miscue. But no runner will. The runner from third will not get to home.
So there's Carpoletti. Lets the ball that bounces up go right by him on a ground ball. Wasn't able to make the play. Now the bases are loaded again for RIT. And talking about miscues, there's another one. That'll be another error That'll be the third error on the day for Rochester, and just things are kind of spiraling out of control for him here in this 9th inning against Carpathian.
As the game has gone on, it has favored RIT more than it has favored Rochester. You could bet that the fatigue is settling in for Rochester, as it'll be a pop up to left field, and McKenzie gets the grab. We now head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Rochester RIT tags on another run. It is 5-2 Tigers. We now head to the bottom of the 9th inning here at Freeman Field. We'll be back on the Ithaca Athletic Stream. Dean Gutek alongside Noah Schwartz. And we are back now for the bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance here for Rochester to make anything happen. It is 5-2 RIT over Rochester. Coming up next after this game, we got Toby and Max on the call for Ithaca versus Skidmore. Back on the Athletic Stream, Dean Gutek alongside with me, Noah Schwartz, at the bottom of the 9th inning. Leading off for Rochester, number 20, Joseph Rendy. And this is a huge chance here for Rochester to get back in the game, and a huge chance for RIT to close this game out.
Bocinas back in the game after getting through that bases-loaded jam in the 8th inning. He'll stay out there to start the 9th.
As Bocinas' next pitch. And that one hits Rendy, as Rendy will go to first base. That is the 5th time that a Yellow Jacket hitter has been hit.
And Rendy's 2nd time. He was hit already previously today.
McKenzie now up next for Rochester, number 3, the left fielder. 1 on, no outs here at the bottom of the 9th inning. A beautiful day on the South Hill in Ithaca, New York, here at Valicenti Diamond at Freeman Field. As Bocinas' first pitch is down low, it'll be ball 1.
Rendy hit today for the 7th and 8th times on the season. So it's not like he's been hit a ton, but today seems to be a magnet for the ball.
Bocinas looking to close out the game. Next pitch also hits the dirt. The runner does not go. 2-0 the count now.
And in a spot where they're down 3 runs, the job for all of these hitters for Rochester is just to keep the line moving. Get on base, continue to put pressure on with your offense, and allow the next person to come up and do their job and potentially have a chance at a comeback. It's possible, albeit unlikely. And it all starts with these next couple of hitters here continuing to get on base and getting that first run across.
As Bocinas' next pitch is down low in the dirt, ball 3, 3-0 count here.
If I'm McKenzie, I'm not swinging here. I don't have the green light 3-0. Let him throw.
Next pitch. And that will be a walk for McKenzie, as both runners now on first and second. 2 on, no outs. At the bottom of the 9th inning.
A dangerous hitter up now, Harper C.
And Harper C with some pop in his bat. A chance here, a 3-run home run, Noah, would tie up this game at the bottom of the 9th inning. A huge chance here for C to potentially put some runs on the board.
C has 6 homers coming into the day, 32 RBIs, leads this team. So a guy who's got a lot of power and has been a run producer all season for Rochester.
That first pitch skids by C. It'll be 1-0 the count.
See, he's got a triple earlier in this game, so he already showed off his power previously, hitting a ball deep.
Bocinas with the next pitch. That one down the middle. Strike 1, 1-1 the count now to Harper C.
And remember, Dean, 1 swing of the bat here, and we could have a tie game. The tying runner is at the plate in Harper C with 2 runners on.
A huge chance here for the Yellow Jackets and Harper C. As the next pitch to the Harper C. And that will fly over the glove of Dodig. It'll be a base hit down the left side. One runner will get home. It is 5-3 now, RIT, with Rochester. 2 runners on, first and second, with no outs at the bottom of the 9th inning.
So Rendy starts it off with getting hit by that pitch. He takes one for the team. He gets on base, and what happens? A couple of batters later, he comes around to score. I said that first run to get is the most important. It gets the rally started. Still 3 outs to play with here for Rochester, and RIT still only up by 2 runs. So the tying run is on base at first. The winning run, the go-ahead run, is at the plate right now in Luke Piontek.
Piontek up now at the plate. First pitch skids by him. It'll be 1-0, the count.
And with every pitch, you hear that dugout in Rochester getting a little bit louder and louder, seeing that they're making a rally, making a run at this.
Something may be brewing here at Freeman Field. As Bucinas now with the next pitch. Just misses. 2-0 the count now. And you mentioned, Noah, this game being about control. The game itself may not have some control.
Aiden Cooney warming up in the bullpen for Rochester, so if this were to extend into the next inning and Rochester could either tie or take the lead, he would probably get the call to pitch.
That next pitch is away on the right side of the plate. 3-0 the count now. A huge chance here for Piontek to walk with the bases loaded and no outs.
And in the bullpen for RIT, it looks like that's Matt Vitro, number 30, the right-hander. He may come in as well.
The next pitch will be a strike. 3-1 the count now for Bucinas. RIT desperately needing an out here to at least get one away. Three and 1 the count here at Freeman Field for Bucinas. Bucinas the pitch. That is down low, and Piontek will take a walk to first. Bases loaded, no outs here at Freeman Field.
So a hit by pitch and 2 walks in this particular inning to go along with a base hit from Harper C. Those have accounted for the base runners. And we have bases loaded now. The go-ahead run is on first base in Piontek. Maybe we potentially get a pinch runner. We'll see what the staff at Rochester wants to do to perhaps get the fastest guys on base here. But all the pressure now on Peter Bucinas and RIT.
Josh Leadham now up next for Rochester. A huge chance for Leadham. Luke Gregory pinch hitting for Rochester at second base. You called it, Noah, a pinch runner.
Luke Gregory's got 1 steal this year and 1 attempt. Hasn't really gotten a lot of plate appearances, so he typically comes in spots like these, only 18 at-bats all season. But he got some speed, he can come in, and perhaps on a base hit, be able to score from second base.
Bucinas still in the game, lead him up here. That ball is down low, 1-0 the count.
Bucinas really losing the strike zone. 2 walks, falling behind hitters consistently. He's hit a batter in this inning as well. He has got to find the range here and find the zone.
It is a game of control, as you mentioned, Noah. Bucinas with the next pitch, and that one will foul as it skids by the third baseman coach of Rochester. One count for Leadham here at Freeman Field. Bases loaded, no outs, a 5-3 game. The next pitch is away, 2-1 the count now for Bucinas. And Bucinas, as you mentioned, Noah, losing the strike zone right now. A huge chance for the Yellow Jackets and Josh Leadham to completely turn this game around.
And a pinch hitter waiting on deck, that's Jacob Matzat.
As Leadham with the pop, and that ball is gone! That ball is gone! Do you like salami? A grand salami for Josh Leadham, and Rochester wins it at the bottom of the 9th inning here at Freeman Field. Unbelievable finish. And on a beautiful day here at the South Hill, you could bet that you get a beautiful finish, a grand finish. What a walk-off. Get the Gatorade ready.
A walk-off grand slam for Leadham. He ends this game, a huge 9th inning rally for Rochester. When it looked like they had no hope, all of a sudden, they get to Peter Bacinas in the bottom of the 9th inning, and that finishes this ball game. Bacinas beside himself as he enters the dugout, and the Rochester Yellow Jackets celebrating because they are 1-0 here in this Liberty League tournament, trying to win their 2nd straight conference championship, and they're well on their way after a walk-off grand slam today here at Freeman Field.
And the Rochester Yellow Jackets know a steal a game from RIT, 7-5, an amazing game and an amazing ending here at Freeman Field. Well, folks, that is going to do it here from Valcente Diamond at Freeman Field. The number 2 Rochester Yellow Jackets 7, the number 3 RIT Tigers 5 on the athletic stream. Dean Gutek alongside with me, Noah Schwartz, Toby and Max on the call for the Ithaca Skidmore game. We'll see you next time. Yours probably picked up the sound.